Hi, I'm professional sports handicapper Ross Benjamin reporting for the Offshore Gaming Association. That's OSGA.com, your number one source for information on the offshore sportsbook industry. That's OSGA.com. Well, it was another successful day with our Major League Baseball underdog picks on Monday night as we cashed in with the Cincinnati Reds and the San Francisco Giants, both money line underdog winners. Couple that with our Saturday video in which we went 3-0 with winners on the Washington Nationals plus 152, the Chicago White Sox plus 146, and the Oakland A's plus 127. We're now 5-0 with our last two MLB underdog picks videos. $100 players have made a grand total of $630. $200 players, $1,260. And those of you who bet a dime a game, how about $6,300 profit with the last two videos? Let's continue to winning. I have three more underdog picks today. It's Tuesday, July the 23rd. I lose track of time at this time of year. Football right around the corner, but right now our focus is on baseball. Let's get right to the games at hand. We're going to start out with the St. Louis at Pittsburgh game tonight at Pittsburgh, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently, Heritage has the St. Louis Cardinals as a plus 117 money line underdog. Very simple mathematics here. St. Louis and Pittsburgh, two teams that are going in opposite directions at this present time. St. Louis winning 8 of their last 10, while Pittsburgh has lost 8 of their last 10. This is a St. Louis team that just doesn't beat themselves, folks. They're averaging only 0.43 errors per game, and it's even better than that if you go back over the last month. And this is a Pittsburgh Pirates team at home this year. They're a dismal 1-12 versus teams who commit 0.5 or less errors per game, and this situation certainly qualifies as such. The St. Louis bullpen has been very good. Once they get a lead, they're pretty much automatic to get the win. 31 out of 40 with their save opportunities this year, 77.5%, and even better, 16 out of 18 with their save opportunities on the road. That's 88.9%. The Pittsburgh bullpen, on the other hand, has been as erratic as they possibly can be. As a matter of fact, at home, Pittsburgh has only converted on 11 of 20 save opportunities. That's a dismal 55%. And this is a Pirates team that just is not hitting right now. Over their last 7 games, the Pirates are averaging just 2.9 runs per outing, and they have a terrible 646 team OPS. We're going to take the St. Louis Cardinals plus 117 at Pittsburgh. The next game, we're going to go with the Cincinnati Reds at the Milwaukee Brewers, Miller Park in Milwaukee, 8:10 Eastern Time. I'm coming right back with Cincinnati after winning with them yesterday. The Reds right now are plus 128 at BetOnline. Tanner Roark has been in terrible form over his last few starts, but you know what? This is a guy who's pitched very well at Miller Park in Milwaukee since 2016. He's made 4 starts there and has compiled an excellent 0.64 ERA while averaging 7 innings pitched per start. And that's important, folks, because the Reds bullpen has been very shaky over the last week or so. And the more innings that Roark could give them, the better. Roark is also 5-0 this year as a road underdog of plus 125 to plus 175. And as I alluded to just a while ago, Cincinnati is plus 128 currently, so that fits right into that. And you know, how dominant has Roark been in those games under those betting line parameters? The opposition in those 5 games have averaged just 1.6 runs per outing. Zach Davies, on the other hand, is enjoying a fabulous season for the Milwaukee Brewers, but unfortunately, his 2 starts against Cincinnati haven't been very good. If there's one team in the league that has his number right now, it's certainly the Reds, and that's indicated in those 2 starts against Cincinnati by his large 9.00 ERA and 188 WHIP. This is a Milwaukee Brewers team that's lost a lot of money of late as a favorite, 11 and 14 in their last 25 as a money line favorite. And I touched upon this yesterday. I touched upon it again today. The Cincinnati Reds, despite their losing record, they're 32 and 24 at night, and the Milwaukee Brewers, even though they have a winning record, are 30 and 35 at night. You can't disregard that small piece of the puzzle. We're going to take the Cincinnati Reds here, plus 128 at Milwaukee. Now, our last game is going to be the Oakland A's at the Houston Astros. I'm going in a little different direction here, as I'm going to use Houston on the run line, minus 1.5 runs at money line odds of plus 120. So again, even though they're a run line favorite, we're getting money line underdog price here on the Astros. Michael Fires gets the start for the Oakland A's. He's been very good at home this year for Oakland, but he struggled on the road. And in 2 career starts at Houston since 2018, Fires a 10.56 ERA and a 2.61 whip. That includes 1 start this year at Minute Maid Park in Houston, in which he lasted just 1 2/3 innings while allowing 6 earned runs on 7 hits and walking 4. The Oakland bullpen, even though they have a deceivingly low ERA over their last 7 games, they do have a 1.56 whip, which is not very good during that exact amount of time, and that indicates to me they've been wiggling out of a lot of jams, and it's just a matter of time before they give up, and that cost them give up a lot of runs, and all those base runners they've been stranding will eventually, like I just said, catch up to them. Houston 37 and 14 at home this year, including 9 and 1 in their last 10 at Minute Maid Park, and they're going to be facing an Oakland team on Tuesday that goes into this game with a lofty 449 slugging percentage, which is pretty good by Major League Baseball standards. And this is a Houston team 15 and 1 at home this year when facing an AL opponent, American League opponent, with a slugging percentage of 440 or better. That certainly qualifies in that regard. Also, Houston's absolutely dominated Oakland this season, going 8 and 1 in their 9 games against the A's. That includes a perfect 4 and 0 at home. Wade Miley gets the start for the Houston Astros, and in 7 starts against Oakland since 2015, Miley has posted a very good 161 ERA. Houston, 6 straight wins going into today, outscoring their opponents during that time by a whopping 43-12. The Houston bullpen has been excellent over their last 7 games with a 112 ERA and a 096 whip. This is Houston currently is a minus 153 money line favorite in this game. And Wade Miley this year, when he's made starts for the Houston Astros in games where the Astros were minus 125 to minus 175 like they are tonight, Houston has gone 9-0 in those games and won by an enormous average of 4.8 runs per game. We're going to take the Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs plus 120 against the Oakland A's. Repeating again, the St. Louis Cardinals plus 117 at Pittsburgh, the Cincinnati Reds plus 128 at the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs at home at moneyline odds of plus 120 over the Oakland A's. Once again, folks, you can find me at my personal website, rbwins.com. Had another Major League Baseball 10-star top play winner last night on the Boston Red Sox, minus 128, and they absolutely crushed Tampa Bay 9-4, and that makes me 39-20 with my last 59 Major League Baseball 10-star top plays, folks. That's where you pay a little to make a lot. That's rbwins.com. Now, I know a lot of you have said some pretty kind words over the last week, last month, and been very supportive for the most part. There's always those few who can't wait for me to have a bad day, and you never hear from them when you're winning, but they chime in when they're losing. In any event, those of you who have not subscribed, it costs you absolutely nothing. I know when you hear the word subscribe, dollar signs ring in your head, your credit card is one hand is on your credit card and your wallet to take it out. That's not the case in this particular instance. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube page, it's absolutely free. Just hit that subscribe button below and you'll be notified immediately following me publishing any of my videos. Again, folks, I'd like to wish each and every one of you all the very best.